try this again. Let's get that thing going. Bam. That one? Here we go. So, thank you guys for hanging out earlier today, but I said I wanted to run through a few tests with the camera, so I said, well, how else better than to thank you guys for hanging out earlier than to go through the next video with you. Please work with me. These are all in preparation for the 1 hour special coming up on the Upflip Network. That's the Upflip Network on YouTube. It's a 1 hour special. We're going to show you how to build some of these systems, how to make money off of them. But part of that is knowing how to take care of them. So before I go any further, if you haven't already, hit the button, like and subscribe. And please continue. Darn it, I forgot to put my lapel mic on again. But hopefully you guys will hear me because I'll try to keep the camera in front of me. For the second part of our today's journey, we are going to be transplanting marigolds. Marigolds into our Navajo raised bed systems. Now, we're going to place them strategically. We're not going to move any other plants that we have in any of the existing raised bed gardens. There's no reason for us to do that because marigold, unlike any other plants, they are pretty and they're helpful when they go to seed and they go to flower. Marigolds continue to give throughout their entire existence. Let me tell you why. Number one, the leaves are edible. They're delicious in salads. They're delicious in soups. You can just pop them off and you can just eat them. You can, but you really don't want to do that because marigold, the bright, beautiful flower spreads on top, the heads, they are incredible attractors to pollinators. So the more marigolds, the more butterflies, the more bees, the more beautiful things you're going to have in your yard to make you happy when you maybe sometimes when you're feeling down. And marigold, you can also use it. It can be broken down into a cream or an oil, and it can be used to treat your skin. Yes, so it's a medicine. It's delicious. It's healthy. It's a pest treat. It treats pests. It removes pests. It does all of that, and it beautifies your garden. So what we're going to do, let's see if I can bring this in a little bit closer. We have some of these marigolds, and what we're going to do, let me see if there's any messages yet. Oh, man. Oh, cool. That's all right, man. So I'm glad you're here now. Peace and blessings. And to everyone else that's here, hey, yo, what's good? I think the camera's working a lot better now. So I'm going to come around the bar. Let's check this out. Still with me? Still with me. Yeah, it's kicking it right now. So I can zoom in, but I think you should be able to see it from a distance. If you can see it from here, let me know if you can. Earlier today, I tried doing a live on the other social media network. It didn't go smoothly. It seems to go much more smoothly on YouTube. And what I pointed out is, strategically, look at how we have the garden set up. On the front row, right here, you have celery, you have chard, you have celery. Spaced out properly, 6 inches, 8 inches, 8, 6, 6 between the plants coming this way. In this middle row, you have an onion green, which you guys have seen how the onion greens do here. That's the gift that keeps on giving. That's going to be part of the Upflip video, guys. If you haven't already checked it out, please go to check out the Upflip video. It's a wonderful channel for resources on how, so a lot of times you make something from nothing. Maybe you need the inspiration, maybe you need the knowledge, but you can do it. So in the second row, you'll notice we have onion scrap, marigold. That's the pest deterrent, that's the pollinator attractant, that's the skin treatment, that's the salad topper. That's just beautiful to the eyes, and it grows in bunches. So that's the other beautiful thing about marigold. It grows in bunches. Then we have a basil. The scent of basil is beautiful, especially in the summer. We have a beautiful, gorgeous bunch of marigold here. And then we have a green onion right there. So, as I said a second ago, also, guys, I got to give you a heads up. Let's see. Also, I got to give you a heads up. If at any given time you see hawks, sparrows, other just beautiful birds flying around, don't be alarmed. It happens in our yard constantly. I'm hoping you guys are on board. I'm hoping you can catch the video. Well, I'm glad that you're here right now. Let's see. So we are going to take our second head of marigold, and I think we're going to put it right here in this corner. I think it looks good in this corner right here. So before I even think, I want to show you guys what I'm doing. So let me come over here. Bam. I'm going to actually take this camera over here. Let's see. Work with me. Work with me. Work with me. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out like this. Awesome sauceum. Awesome sauceum. So far, so good. Give me a second, guys. There we go. And take this camera. Let's see. A little too far in. And I want to see if I can get it on a spot where my hand is. And thanks for working with me while I'm doing this, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Matter of fact, I can do it because now I know what I'm doing now. Now that I actually, oh, pardon me, my big old head. Sorry about that. As I said, I know what I'm doing. There we go. So check this out, guys. Here's a spot. Of course, I get a shadow spot, but it's right here. All right. And that marigold, pardon me for wanting to laugh, but that marigold goes, if you get it from the store, it's about a fist deep. So this potting hole right here is about a fist deep. All right. So that marigold plant, here we go, right here, this beautiful burst of yellow. Look at that, guys. How dope is that, man? Oh, I love persimmon and pawpaw and a mulberry tree. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Galaxy XYZ. Thank you, New York Galaxy XYZ NYC. Thank you, Libby Lou. You are dope. You are dope. I'd love to see pictures of your garden if you get a chance. Share them with us. It's not all about us here. We love to see what you guys are doing as well. So there we go. We got that guy nice in a corner like that. You guys see that? There we go. Let's get that soil patted down. Oh, look at that beautiful. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that guy is. Oh, man. How cool is that? So we're going to go to that top row like we were talking about a second ago, right? There we go. So you see the celery, the marigold, the other plants on the front row, marigold. Second row, peppers, beautiful marigold. And we're going to try to continue that pattern going all the way down. If we can do that, we would have completed the mission. So we have a marigold here. I think the next one should go here. What do you guys think? Does that seem about right? I think that seems about right. So, work with me, guys. And thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, please hit like, please subscribe. I truly appreciate it. All of the help. I truly, truly do, guys. I can't thank you enough for everything. It means the world to me. It means the world to my family. We love what we're doing out here. We love what we're doing in a community, but we can only continue to do it with help from amazing folks like yourselves. So if you haven't already done so, like, subscribe, check us out, follow. We try to make it fun. We try to make it educational. Let's keep going. So yeah, I think we said our next spot should be about, here? Here. Here? Because this lettuce isn't going to be there for long. And that's a basil plant. And I don't want it to fight with the basil plant. So I say we make it a cross direct. Yeah, I say right here. Right next to that onion. There you go. So we already know how deep we want the spot to be. Oh, see, this is a good one. Unlike the other ones we got earlier, this one isn't all dried on about them. So this one is going to take even easier. Let's see. So there we go. Woo! Look at that. But ow! And I don't have to water around the surface of this. I don't have to do any of that. It's just, it's that easy, guys. Look at that. Like, how cool is that, man? Wow. Wow. So I'm not going to put one here because we actually have, that's a pepper plant. on it. Now, if I had done this right, I'm not going to say I did it wrong because this is a trial and error. If I had done this right, I would have put that pepper plant further over here, or I would have removed this lettuce plant and put that pepper plant there. But I don't want to do that because that lettuce is already established. That kind of defeats the purpose of the way that I'm gardening here. And you guys are actually witnessing a moment where I'm like, darn it, man, I screwed up. Yeah, so I screwed up with that placement there. I think I was just too happy when I was putting plants out. I'm not making an excuse for it. You know what? Cut that out. No excuses. I'm coming back around to this side. So I hope you guys are still enjoying this video. I'm just going to take this camera, turn it around this way a little bit. And the next place, I'm going to go between, yeah, right about there. See those two plants right there? I'm going to put a marigold right about there. I think it would be great there. I hope you guys can hear me clearly, and I hope you guys are enjoying this video. It's all about marigolds, the benefits to your gardens, how they help you out, how they can help you out medicinally. Yeah, right here. How they can help you out medicinally. Oh, how they're edible, and how they're natural pest deterrents in your garden. I'm gonna tell you guys, practice makes perfect, and I really like these gloves because these are popping out super easy. Little claw, loosen up that bottom. Sometimes I tell you to just chop that off, but this is so well saturated, I'm not gonna do that. And this is just such a perfect spot for it. So you guys get a look at that, right? Also, I don't care what type of gardening you do, whether it's sustainable gardening, whether it's hydroponics, aquaponics, whether it's on a counter, whether it's in a windowsill, just get to gardening. There's such a natural joy that comes from human contact with plants, just enjoying the colors, knowing that there's something to look forward to with their growth, knowing that you're giving back and you're nurturing something. Look at that, man. Pow! Look at that. That's just perfect spotting right there. Come on, man. You can't beat that, boy. You can't beat that. Had I had the cameras in a little closer, you guys would actually be able to see that the red wiggler worms are thriving in this system. Boy, so I'm just telling you right now, right off the muscle. Let me move this back a little bit. I already see where the next one needs to go. Hold up. Okay, so check this out. Right there. Know what I mean? I know y'all see it too. Y'all looking at that spot like, come on, Chuck, you got to put it right there. Like, you got the lettuce right there. You got the other lettuce right there. You got marigold right there. You got lettuce right there. You got pepper right there. Come on, another marigold right there. That marigold right there will keep the pests off of all of these plants on this side. So I agree with you guys. Y'all right? Let's go. There's the magic gloves. Let's get our spot. Perpendicular to the square. Let's stay close to the air. I'm sorry. I did it out loud. That's Wu-Tang forever, y'all. Pardon me. And I believe, let me come back. I'm not sure what color this is gonna pop, because you can't really tell right now. There's no sign. Now on the ones down there, I have it strategically placed. Orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow. Right here, it's a little tricky because I don't know what the base color of this one is. So I'm going to take a gardening challenge and just say, it really doesn't matter. As long as it grows, it's beautiful. Let's get something in that spot. And we are going to go with orange. For this little section, guys, you notice I turned the gimbal off in regards to following me around. I am going to try it again in a little bit, but I realize this is just a little bit more comfortable. One camera, one direction pointing. When I do the uplift special, I'm not going to be moving all around the place like that. I'm literally going to be standing in front of a table showing you guys different ways that we do different things. So I figure I'll make it a little bit easier. I just want to go through the practice of it. So let me show you guys the color in this. Another beautiful orange. Another beautiful orange. So if you guys saw the videos earlier, if you've seen any other pictures of Navajo grow bed number 2, you guys would have seen the growth and the transformation in it. But wait until we finish transplanting these. Wait until you guys see what this garden's gonna look like. I really think you're gonna dig it. And then I want you to take these colors and I want you to extrapolate. I want you to imagine after some pretty cool growth, how this is going to fill out, how, without a doubt, you're not going to be able to see the substrate. You're not going to be able to see the ground. That's going to be your no-no. Sort of like the first grow bed over there. Again, nicely grown plant, nicely grown, good root structure. I'm not going to cut this because it's not dry. I am going to use the claws. I'm going to loosen it up a little bit, and I'm going to drop. Give a good little push down. That's great right there. See that, guys? Now, lift up those lower leaves. I can also remove those. That's not going to hurt. But I really don't want to because it's a marigold, and it's got enough water down there to where I'm literally, like me, because I watered this garden. I mean, not because me, but because I watered this garden earlier today. It's so well saturated. I'm not going to have to. I probably water this maybe every 3 days. That's it. This is not an everyday thing. If you see me shoot a video and you see me watering it, it's because I just wanted you to see me watering the garden. Chances are, if you see me watering these gardens in a video, they didn't need to be watered. It was literally for a promo shot. And before you guys get on, hey, don't waste water like that, I only watered it for as long as it took me to shoot the video. Because I do live in the southwest of the United States. I do live in the beautiful, gorgeous, just amazing Sonoran Desert. But it is unforgiving at times, and I just can't imagine wasting water. I can't imagine wasting a drop of it. I can't wait for you guys to go through some of the videos that we have so you can actually see all of the ways that we've managed to save and then reuse every drop of water possible. So give me a second, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to the camera and I'm going to adjust it because we're going to go over to the larger grow bed. Hope you guys are enjoying this. So even while we're walking over there, let me tilt this up a little. I want you guys to look at the difference in the grow bed that we were just in. Look at how beautiful that is. Come on, man. Are you guys serious right now? Like, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. That just looks amazing. Look at those colors. And just imagine how all of that is just gonna open up. It's gonna expand and it's just gonna pop all the way from the front, all the way to the back. The sky's getting higher. If you look, we actually have a tree above this, so that's gonna do a lot of protection from the early morning sun. So I don't really have to worry about that. As it gets later on in the season, we're actually going to have the netting protection going over this grow bed and the other grow bed. So I won't even have to worry about the heat as much then. But yeah, while I'm over, I can tell you guys, during that time of the season, because our grow beds are strategically placed east to west, east to west, east to west, we say it's west to east, but we go the way the path follows, so east to west. Sometimes we have to worry about protection from the southwest sun, because as it gets later in the summer, the sun sets lower, so you got that southwest sun. So instead of having something that covers the entire thing like this, we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to show you guys how to build the coolest net shade structure. It's often imitated. It hasn't been duplicated. Well, it has often imitated, often duplicated, but never done exactly the same way as we do it. It can last for seasons and seasons and seasons. It can last for years. And it works in the southwestern desert. And we have monsoons out here. I'm talking about monsoons with torrential rain, torrential wind, you name it. The desert because nothing's permanent in the desert except for change. Change is the only permanence in the Sonoran Desert. So if your garden can't adapt and change, and your garden's not going to last long out here. And that's the realest thing that I can tell you from me to you. So let's get this camera switched around. There we go, guys. Oh, pardon me. There we go. Now we got the tracking back on. All right. There we go. So behind me right there, that's grow bed number one. That's the Navajo grow bed that we were just in. You get a different view of it from there. But now we're going to move over into grow bed number one, the big one, the one with the original plants that we moved when we first started the Navajo grow systems. So, again, just a quick reminder, guys, if you aren't already subscribers, all right, please, please, please subscribe. This is how we make it happen. This is how we make it happen. For you guys that have seen our videos before, just take a look at the grow bed. Take a look at the raised grow bed. Look at it now. How nuts is this? You guys remember, this is barely a few months old. These things were little starters like this big. A little ingenuity, a little bit of science, knowing how to work with the desert and grow with it instead of in spite of it. And you guys can do this too. So, excuse me, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab a couple of more marigolds. And we are going to strategically place these in the garden. So, let me set these down real quick. When you see me do this, that means follow. When you see me do this, that means stop. So now that it's stopped, let me bring the camera in. Man, if y'all guys saw the video from earlier, you're watching this right now and it's like, yo, this is apples and oranges, Chucks. It was terrible earlier. So let's actually turn this a little bit. There we go. There we go. So the first spot I'm thinking about is right here. What do you guys think about right there? For a beautiful burst of color. Behind it, you have the, how do I keep forgetting the name of you, man? And I know what you're called. But it's the one cabbage thingy. You have this cabbage thingy right here. Cabbage thingy. Kohlrabi. It's called kohlrabi. You have the kohlrabi right here. You have an established lettuce plant right here. You have a chard right here. You have a tomato plant that we just planted right here. And you have a thriving celery plant right here. I'm thinking right here would be perfect for marigolds. You know why? Because beetles and nematodes love messing with tomatoes. That's a tomato plant right there. And what we want to do is we want to add in some natural protection. We want to avoid those little pests. So let's get in there. Let's move the matter. We already know we want it about this deep. Bam, bam. A little more. That's going to sit perfect. And on this one, these are our French marigolds, yes. So we're going with our French marigolds. And on this one, this is going to sit perfect in that little spot right there. So I say to you guys again, you take it out. The easier it comes out of that package, out of that plastic, the better. Let's look at that bottom root growth. Not too shabby at all, my friends. Not too bad. Let's take this. Bam. Perfect. Welcome to your new home, my friend. Bam. Now, I don't need to water around the base of this plant to get it established, to let it know, to give it science that it's okay to grow. I don't have to do that. Not because we have magic soil or anything like that. No, I don't want to lead you guys on some BS. But because I watered this earlier today. So that's how quick plant transfers are in our raised bed system. I do like the claw gloves. I do like these things because they do enable us to move soil quickly. And for our next spot, let's see. Pardon me. For our next spot, I'm thinking, oh, pardon me. There we go. Yeah, just stick with me, guys. I'll get this straight. There we go. There we go. So, for our next spot, because I'm strategically moving plants out a little bit at a time, not all of them at once, we're getting rid of the taller plants. Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry, bees. Oh, see, that shit makes me, oh, pardon my language. That stuff makes me sad when I disturb them because they're feeding. They're doing their thing. They trust me enough to have them in the backyard. They trust me enough to come in the backyard and to just hang out here and do their cool bee stuff. And I got to stop disturbing them. So I'm not going to really be able to show you guys what I want to do from this side. But I think you can see, here's my hand here. I want to put a marigold right here. But I want to do it without disturbing the bees. Now, I want to take this moment to tell you guys, anytime I do any type of major plant moving, yeah, jump over here so you can get a good view of this while I'm talking. Now, this is the grow bed we just did, guys. Look at this. How cool is this? How cool is this? Anytime we do any type of major plant moving, I try to do it At dusk when I know the bees are gone, or preferably, especially when we have cooler mornings, I try to do it at dawn or as close to dawn as possible. I don't want to disturb the bees. I don't want to disturb them. It. I cherish the fact that they choose to come to our yard and feed. I cherish the fact that they come here to pollinate. I appreciate that they appreciate what we're doing, and in no way do I want to disturb them. I know it sounds like I'm reading a manifesto like the bee king or queen, like the queen bee kidnapped me, trying to get set free. It's not that at all. It paid me off. No, I'm just kidding. The Bee Coalition paid me off. This message is brought to you on behalf of honey. Honey, not only is it sweet, but it's sticky. Oh. You know my stuff is live. If you're not having fun laughing with me, I don't know why you're here. So, we have one more marigold plant to move. So, here's what I think I'm going to do. I am going to take this camera. There we go. Let's see if you can see this here. And also, guys, part of my backyard, it is a little bit messy. But, let's see. Can you see my head? Yeah, you can. Now, you might not be able to see the spot, but the spot I was talking about is right there. And it's right between. See, this is so sad. You know what, guys? This is going to seed. So you're actually going to witness me do something. And in real time. Because I have a tomato plant here. And I have a tomato plant here. Thank you for all of your giving goodness. Thank you for all of your greatness. Not only just feeding my family, not only just sustaining us, but making sure that we can provide seed and growth for the next generation of your life. Thank you, my friend. There you go, guys. And I usually wouldn't put that on camera because this thing is just giving us amazing life. The leaves are already too bitter to eat. We let it go to seed. You can see the seed pods right there. Those are the seed pods. And you can see the flowers. So what we're going to end up doing is I'm going to take this remaining soil and I'm just going to shake it, try to remove as many roots as possible. And I'm going to shake it over the potato patch, the potato grow bags, because we don't want to waste any of the soil. I'm then going to hang this up, and the remaining flower blossoms that you see on it, the birds and the bees will be able to get to it. And after that, the seeds will still go, the pods will still go to seed fruition because they're already started doing it, they're already mature. What's left of that is going to dry out, and then we're going to put this in the compost, and it's going to return right back to the garden again. Wow. I mean, I remember the day I put this in. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I'm going to leave you here for a second, buddy. And we're going to take that last marigold and so you get down to it, but here's the spot right here. See a little bit of root right there. Let's get that out the way. And it's odd enough, but even in removing it, even in it giving us its last bit of life, it left just a perfect spot for this next plant to just drop in. So here we go. You know, as a disabled veteran suffering from severe PTSD, it's hard for us to latch on and love things because loss and grief. Gardening brings back a lot of that joy. And through the plants, you are reminded that life is a series of succession of gains, pluses, losses. You know, nothing's forever, but that doesn't mean you can't love it and appreciate it while you have it. Hey guys, so that's it for the marigold transfers. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the videos. See, follow me around. There you go. I know I had a blast making the second half and hanging with you all. I think the camera worked a lot better. I think the upload video is going to go great. Let me walk over here so I can give you guys a wider shot of the gardens. Guys, look at that. Look at that. You watching this, you've been here with me from day one. Day one. Remember when we got these grow beds? Remember when we put these plants in here? So heck yeah, I'm going to appreciate the growth and the progress from every single plant that we put into the garden. Because if we didn't, what did we do it for? Back to follow me again. There you go. If we didn't, what did we do it for? I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. Pardon me, I got the sun behind me, so now I'm looking like one of the Mortal Kombat figures that you haven't opened yet. But let's see if there are any comments down there. Oh yeah, squirrels. I got to tell you guys, man. I got to tell you guys, squirrels. Let me see if I can go through some of these comments. Hey, oh my goodness, if you guys don't mind, I want to answer some of these comments real quick before I let you go. I'm sorry because I can't read while I'm actually in the gardens. You know what? Galaxy XYZ, New York City. We do, but we improved it, and it's our aquaponics system, which isn't ours. It's a community aquaponics system. Is actually located at Tucson Village Farms now in the beautiful city of Tucson, Arizona. I actually posted some pictures up. I'm not sure if I put them on YouTube, but I'll check. And you can see the aquaponics gardens are doing outstanding there. The fish are doing amazing. And the students not only built the aquaponics garden, but they actually built the, I don't say actually, but they built and designed the hydroponics garden as well. So these guys are some sustainable gardening geniuses. I'll make sure to share some videos the next time I go to Tucson Village Farm. Hey, Cece's Texas Garden, how you doing, fam? I'm glad you're holding out, man. How's everything? I know the weather's been kind of crazy. I hope everything is good in Texas. I got a bunch of family out in Texas. Man, you know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas. Everything grows bigger, everything gets bigger, and I hope to make gardening bigger in Texas. Because you got Texas and you got the other states going from the Southwest. What better way to bring that life and to bring that freedom and that choice back to America than from good old Texas? Right on, my friend. Oh, okay. Oh, good one. Good one. Good one. Give me a second. Let me tell this to stop. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going through some questions real quick. Oh, Kinonitsu. Farming seems really easy. Well, are there any best practices or timings, university applications or not you've learned over the years? Thank you for watching Upflip and thank you for watching Paragraph. I can give you the best advice that I was given, my dear friend. And it was from a local gardening legend, mushroom specialist. His name is Chad Borseth. If you guys ever get a chance to talk him out, I believe it's Sky High Seasonings or Sky. I know I'm messing up. I'm so sorry, Chad. Sky Island seasonings or Sky Island mushrooms, something of that nature. But he gave me the best advice in the world. He said, gardening is meant for mistakes. That's why they give you so many seeds in a pack. So start with something that has a bunch of seeds in a pack. My real advice to you, if you want actual success when it comes to gardening, mung beans or sprouts. Pardon me, mung beans or bean sprouts. Mung bean sprouts or the edible little garden sprouts, the microgreens. Start with that. Start with something that you can do on your counter. Start with something that doesn't necessarily need you tending to it every single day. You might be able to miss a day here and there. You might be able to miss out a watering here and there, but it'll still teach you the fundamentals of gardening. I encourage everyone, learn the fundamentals of gardening and the world is yours. For example, as you just said, my dear friend, as I just read, and many of you that are here, and thank you for those that have come from the Upflip. I think that's got 2.3 million videos, and the one on Paragraphic, which I think is closing in on 11 million views soon. None of this would have happened without you amazing folks. None of you. But if you notice in those videos, I was doing what? Sustainable gardening, right? If you look at all my recent videos, what am I doing? Traditional gardening. Traditional gardening with a bit of science applied to it. So that's what I really want to encourage you guys to do. It's traditional gardening with a touch of science added to it. I hope that helps out. And also, if mistakes happen, don't let it get to you. Come on, man. Mistakes happen. That's part of gardening. Gardening is trial and error. Gardening is trial and error. Sometimes plants grow naturally and they collapse. They have to fight against the elements to grow back again. If plants don't have it that so easy, why should we? Let's see. Oh my gosh, squirrels are the enemy. Ominous boy. Ominous boy. I'm sorry to be laughing so hard, but squirrels are the enemy. So on this one, I got it. Let me see if you guys can actually get this in a picture, because this is going to be so cool if you can see it. If I can get it behind me. Oh my gosh, there it is. Yep, there it is. You guys see that tall tree behind me? That one right there? That is a long-stand nesting ground, generational nesting ground for a family of Cooper's hawks. It is direct line. They're not lying when they're talking about hawk-like vision. It's a direct line from that tree into my yard, into the gardens. So, yeah, sometimes some things may happen with birds, but guess what I don't have a problem with in my yard at all? Rodents. Zero problem with rodents. And you guys have seen enough videos of my backyard so you can see how the birds are active and the birds are actually thriving back here. But yeah, squirrels suck, man. Let's see. Eric P. That is a good one. That is a good one. If you're still there, man, I do certain plants. I do plant by moon cycles. I do. I literally always change my watering cycles out, my watering plans out, programs out by the moon cycle. Because first and foremost, some of you know this, many of you may not, or most of you may not. I'm an astronomer. If you think I love gardens, if you think I'm good in the dirt, give me a dark sky and some binoculars or a planisphere or a telescope, and I will change your GD life. I kid you not. I kid you not. I'm famous for it at the National Observatory on Kitt Peak alumni represent. Science rocks. Astronomy is real. The world is this. But yes, I do apply the moon cycle. We've been doing it for generations. Side note, did you guys know that in September, when you look up, we have that famous moon, that huge bright moon at the end of September. It's known as the what? Drum roll. Harvest moon. You guys are absolutely right. It's known as the harvest moon. Do you know why it's called the harvest moon? Because in the sky, you will be able to see precisely the summer triangle. And it is so bright along with the harvest moon that it made it safe for the indigenous people to actually to collect their crops at night, because the warring tribes, the warring tribes wouldn't be able to see them if they were trying to collect them in the daytime. So it was the safest time to get that last final crop of the season. I know, pretty cool, huh? I did not make that up. That's actual fact. So I'm sorry guys, for you, those who are just tuning in. Yeah, a few minutes ago I had like a total nervous breakdown because I had to remove a plant, and it makes me sad. It does. It makes me sad, even though I know it's going to continue to give us growth. But guys, seriously, I hope you enjoyed the part 2 to this video. I think it went way smoother than part 1. Part 1's up if you get a chance to look at it. Don't forget, marigolds are your friend. They're delicious. You can pluck them. You can just eat them. They go great on salads. They also go good in oils and in creams to treat any type of skin pain. And they ward off beetles, nematodes, and other pesky little insects in your garden. So until we meet again, my friends, plant that first seed, and together we grow. Peace and blessings. The world is yours. Oh, don't forget, next Friday, Upflip special. Peace.